Hi folks, I'm Chris for Indecent Exposure. Yesterday we released a 4-player video of Square Heroes. We were having fun, we weren't really taking things too seriously. I posted it on Twitter, and then I found that Gnomic Studios had a look at it, and I went, oh, okay then. And they suggested that, amongst other things, we should try and, I should try and beat the final boss. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly take you through what I did. I know some people had problems. I have seen a few things online where people have said, okay, how do I do this? There's a few things you have to take into consideration. Let's go through your loadout. Now, I think there's only really 3 things you need. 1, you need a reasonably fast weapon. You're going to be killing a lot of aliens, so you're going to need to be able to kill them quickly, and you need to be able to see what you're doing. I chose the Sai, mostly just because it offered me a good visual representation of the area in front of me, and mostly because it was just there, so I chose that. Secondly, you want to choose your 4th weapon needs to be your breadwinner. That is the weapon you're going to be killing the Alien King with. So I went with a grenade launcher, mostly because I'd used the grenade launcher throughout the game. I knew the arc, it felt comfortable. And third, and last, your utility item. I chose the med pack because I think it was the easiest, it mitigated some of the damage that you're going to be getting from the Alien King, and it just made sense because I knew where the ammo was, and the ammo boxes were easier to get than the health boxes. There is one mistake I think a lot of people make when they initially do this, and they let themselves get too far ahead because you've just spent the whole game killing these guys that are now your allies. They feel a little useless, they feel a little impotent, but it's important that you keep them alive. So what you've got to do at the start is try and level them up, fight with them so that they don't all die, so that when you actually get up to fighting the king, the density is lower. You want a lower mob density, so you don't have to worry about them while you're trying to pick as much life as possible off the king. Leading into actually fighting the king. I've seen that there's been some spawn issues with the chests. Now, I'm not exactly sure how the algorithm goes, but at the bottom left and the top right there are ammo boxes. What you really want to do is get a few good salvos in, and if you can, you'll be able to do a lot of damage to the king. Now, the king uses a crossbow, a rocket launcher, and a flamethrower. Don't get too close because he will just flame you. You will die very quickly. What you want to do is try and stay about half a screen length away. That way he'll be using his bow. If he's using his bow, it means that you've got a lot more chance to dodge. This is a good salvo that I'm doing now, so I've done quite a lot of damage to him. You'll find that you'll probably be able to take 4 or 5 bow shots, especially if you've got the med pack going. All you really then need to do is hope that you've got enough of your chumps left alive to keep the mobs down, and then just finish him off. It should be easy. Keep in mind, you might not do it the first time. I certainly didn't. I think it took about 5 or 6 times until I figured out that I actually needed the mooks to survive. So that's all you really need to do. You just keep the mob density down by having your allies survive. Choose a weapon that you're comfortable with, that you're going to be able to do a lot of damage with. Now, I didn't mention the 2nd and the 3rd weapon because, quite honestly, I didn't use them. I didn't want to be wasting my ammunition. And there you go. Kingslayer. The king's dead. Long live the king. Thanks. It was the first time I've done something like this. I hope it was of use to you. I haven't seen anything else like that. Thanks again to Gnomic Studios. Fantastic game. Great indie developer. Also Australian, so Australian thumbs up.